I have to be honest. I felt really stupid starting a YouTube channel. Who was I to start a YouTube channel? Who was I to talk about the law of attraction and how I can help women over the age of 50 recreate their dreams so that they can live a life they love? Who was I to get on here as an introvert, as a realtor of 25 years, and talk about these subjects when there's so many other people out there who know so much more than me? They present themselves better on camera. Who was I to do this, right? And if you're feeling that way, then this video is for you, because if you're living a life that you're not in love with and you want to start over in some way in your life, that could be in your relationships, your health, could be picking up and moving to another country like I did, or starting a new career, or all of the above. I just want to talk to you, woman to woman, or woman to man, if you're watching this and you're also thinking that, you know what, I didn't sign up for this particular life. I get it. That's how I felt when I left Florida 3.5 years ago. I had been a real estate agent there for 25 years. So yeah, did I feel stupid picking up, just moving to another country? Did I feel stupid starting a new career at the age of 56? I did. I felt completely crazy. And I knew my friends thought I was crazy, and certainly my family. And that's the thing I want you to know. It's usually the people that are closest to us that maybe we feel we're getting that judgment from them that keeps us stuck. And do you really want to stay stuck because of judgment? Or do you want to take the chance and recreate a life that you absolutely love? And when aren't we going to feel stupid? I mean, I remember when I divorced my abusive husband 38 years ago, and I felt so stupid. I felt stupid because I married this man. I felt stupid because I was getting divorced within a couple of years. I felt stupid because I had made poor decisions and that I had stayed for the 2 years. Then, after college, I felt stupid when I moved off to another state and started living at a ski resort because all my family was not in that same state. I felt stupid when I left that career that I went to school for 6 years, because I was a young mom and it took 6 years to get my 4-year degree. I felt stupid when I moved to Florida and became a realtor and got my 4-week degree. So you see, we're always going to go through that phase where we feel stupid. But what if the universe has something bigger in mind for you and you've been afraid to say yes for fear of being judged or for the fear of feeling stupid? Because it's just natural. We as humans, we want to be accepted. We want to be accepted into the tribe. That's where we feel safe at. And anytime we're stepping outside of that, you're going to have these emotions coming up. But which is worse? To continue to stay in a life that you don't love, to live the next 10, 15, 20 years in that life, or to step outside and just start something new. So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Mindy. I help women over the age of 50 recreate their dreams and recreate a life that they absolutely love. Because let's face it, the world that we once knew, it's changed. There is no stability. Everything that we once thought we believed has been shaken and turned upside down. And some of us just don't fit into that world anymore. I know I didn't. When I left Florida 3.5 years ago to come on a vacation, I was miserable. I was miserable in my real estate career. I was miserable around my neighborhood because I didn't like my neighbors very much. I mean, they were nice people, but morally, and yes, it does come down to politics, morally, I felt like I was on a very different footing than those people. They were all for, othering other people and blaming immigrants or, people in the LGBTQ community for all of their problems, rather than just looking inside of their lives and saying, wait a minute, it all starts with me. And so I felt like I was in a place that I just no longer belonged, even though I'd lived there for 25 years. And that may be you. You may be one of those people that's looking around thinking, I thought I knew these people better than that. I thought that we were morally aligned, let's just say. And that could even be your family members. You're just not feeling the health that you would like to have, the relationships you would like to have, the travel, the excitement, whatever it is. Maybe you feel like you're getting older and life's passing you by, and it's just time for a change. No matter what your story is, you have to start now if you want anything to change. You see, it's not just going to fall in our laps. I mean, some things do. Like, I have to say, this house fell into my lap. Moving to Costa Rica kind of fell in my lap. But for the most part, it doesn't typically happen that way. We have to lay the groundwork. And I had been inadvertently laying that groundwork for several years, and I didn't even know it. So that could be your case as well. You could have been laying the groundwork all this time, and you're just realizing, oh, I do have options. I can make this change. So if any of that describes how you've been feeling, trust me, I get it, because I was there. And I get that it also creates a lot of anxiety, stress, a lot of uncertainty there again in our lives. Like, we just don't know who we can trust. We don't feel like anything that we knew is actually rock solid anymore. And that's okay. Accepting that the world is changing, accepting that we are growing and we're expanding, and that this is an opportunity to grow into that next chapter of our life. This is an opportunity to really recreate our life. If you're just thinking, this is not the life I signed up for, I want some more adventure in my life, or I want to make some changes, even if it's still within the United States, maybe you just want to move somewhere where you have a little more peace, where you fit in a little bit better with the people that are surrounding you, you can make that change. The statistics tell us that people are wanting to make change. This could be the universe calling you to do something bigger. Since the elections, the day after the November 6th election, the Google searches to move to Canada and become a citizen went up by 1,200%, guys. That's a lot. That means there's a lot of you who are not happy either with the political situation or the social situation. Like, for me, it was social. Like, I couldn't live next to those neighbors, not because they weren't nice people. They were very nice. I just did not fit in with. And energetically, that was impacting me. And so I know a lot of you may also feel that energetically, we tend to be a little more empathic. We tend to take on other people's pain. So when we see the human atrocities that we see going on, that hurts us and it sticks with us and it causes us to feel heavy and depressed. But life does not have to be that way. And I have to tell you, even though I'm removed by many thousands of miles, I still feel it, the energy that's coming from what I just see when I turn on YouTube. So I totally understand. But again, this is why we want to create community. This is why we want to get out of whatever situation it is that's holding us down and making us feel that anxiety, stress, and whatever it might be, maybe even depression. We want to get away from that because we were not born to be miserable. We were put here on this earth, believe it or not, to have fun, to enjoy life, to grow and expand. And those of us who are here on this earth right now, we were never meant to stay in that 40-year get the gold watch career, right? We were never meant to be that person living that static life. If we were, we would not have been born during this time in history. And I'm sharing all of this because no matter what's happening out there in the world, you have complete control over your life from this moment on. And it all starts with a decision. What you think, what you choose, and what you act on today can set you up to be living a completely different life 6 months from now. And that's exactly how it happened for me. It was literally September of 2021 when I heard in a meditation that I was supposed to be a life coach. 6 months later, I was living in Costa Rica, starting my coaching career. That's how quickly it can change. And no, I didn't have the financial situation in my life at that time to just pick up, leave the country, and make it happen. But the universe aligned. And I promise you, the universe loves speed. When you step in the direction of your dreams, the universe will align to make it happen. I didn't know this was what my life was going to look like. I had no idea. I just knew what I didn't want. And I knew I was supposed to become a life coach. And look what I got, this beautiful lakefront home, living here in Costa Rica. I have so much peace and so much serenity in my life. I have great friends. I have local friends. I have expat friends. I have friends all over the world because I made that one decision. And now I get to help women and men from all over the world create their dreams and their lives with intention, with purpose. It doesn't have to just randomly happen. You can start creating this right now so that 6 months from now, you could be in a completely different situation. And yes, will you feel stupid? Probably, especially in front of friends and family. Are you going to feel unqualified? More than likely, most of us do. Anytime we're starting a new life, a new adventure, a new chapter, we have that uncertainty. But what is your option? Stay in the life that's not making you happy? Or would you like to move into a life and start creating a life that you absolutely love? So, if any part of you is craving something different in your life, whether it's in your health, your relationships, your time and money freedom, or maybe your career, reach out to me. I've put the link below for my clarity call. It takes about 1 hour, and I can help you start to paint a picture of what you would like your life to look like, because many of us have forgotten how to dream, especially those of us over the age of 50 or 60. You know, we've been in those roles for so long that we were playing, whether it's mother or career woman or whatever it is, we forgot that we had dreams and those dreams matter. I only have a few spots open every week to do these calls. So reach out. So let's jump on a call. There is no obligation. At least you'll discover what is it that I would love to be doing right now with this next phase of my life. And if you're not ready for a one-to-one call, I have a free school community with a 14-day manifestation challenge, and I go on live every 2 weeks to do Q&A and hot seat coaching. I would love for you to join us over there. The links are below.